Good evening, and thank you all for joining us. We thank you for keeping yourselves on mute during the program unless you're speaking. And we thank our speakers for putting their videos on when they will be presenting this evening. My name is Haley Fudu from Religions for Peace, and I'd like to now hand over to Professor Nadi, who will be assisting us with the beginning of the program this evening. Over to you.
Good evening to all of you. Namaste, Prem Namaskar, Saubona, and welcome to all of you to this Ekam Peace, a World Peace Festival launch from Durban, from South Africa. First and foremost, I'd just like to extend a very warm welcome to, I believe we have guests from the United Emirates, Arab Emirates, the UAE, from the Middle East, who are also joining us today. So a very warm welcome to all the guests and participants and the members that are joining us from the United Arab Emirates. And we hope that you enjoy this launch event and also continue and will also be joining us for the actual, the World Peace Festival from the 17th to the 19th of September, the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this weekend. Also, a very warm welcome to our chief guest, Ms. Ela Gandhi, who does not need any too much of an introduction to our South African audience. Ela Gandhi, I will introduce her a little later, is the great-great-granddaughter of Mahatma Gandhi, and over the last 8 decades has been a champion for peace in South Africa, Africa, and globally. So she is our guest speaker, chief guest, and she will be speaking a little later. So just 2 words of welcome to those individuals and groups. Also, of course, a very warm welcome to all our participants who have joined us from the length and breadth of South Africa and possibly from other parts of the world also, because we have distributed the invitation. So again, a special welcome to all of you to the launch of this 4th World Peace Festival by the Ekam, the founders of Ekam. This 4th Ekam World Peace Festival, we are honored to have all of you here, and we respect you deeply for choosing to be part of this noble mission of infusing peace in human consciousness. That is what the purpose of the World Peace Festival is all about. I have also already welcomed our chief guest, who is here to share her experiences working with peace, her support, and a contribution to peace, development, and shaping human consciousness from those perspectives. Please accept our heartfelt welcome, Ms. Ela Gandhi. This event is a peace effort from the founders of the Ekam Kshetra in India. The founders are Shri Pritaji and Krishnaji, the 2 most impactful transformational leaders and philosophers of our time. They have been sharing their wisdom, their philosophy, their practical teachings, and much else to guide humanity, to end human suffering, and to shift individual and collective consciousness towards enlightenment. Shri Krishna ji and Shri Pritaji have reached out to several millions of people in various corners of the world, helping them to move human consciousness away from war, hate, prejudice, and then lead them towards care, compassion, dignity, and respect for all life. They have created and they are the founders of the Ekam Kshetra. Ekam is a world center for enlightenment, for conscious individuals of the world to come together and meditate for world peace and become enlightened. And that is the primary purpose of the World Peace Festival. Today, at this launch in Durban, South Africa, and Africa, we are here to connect to ourselves, to connect to our families, to our societies, and to our world, and hold a peace intention for all of the planet and all of humanity. We are here to think of peace and meditate for peace. So let us begin the sacred celebration of peace. In addition, we need to note and acknowledge and deeply express our gratitude to Sri Krishna Ji and Prita Ji, who have sent special blessings for today's launch here that we are all joining. In addition, we also have our guides and our dasas, Vidyakar Ji and Utpala Ji, who have been praying for our launch today, and both Krishna Ji and Prita Ji and the guides in India at the Ekam Kshetra have sent very special, profound blessings for this launch and for our event, and to be able to also ensure maximum participation of all our communities, all our nations across Africa, across the Middle East, the United Arab Emirates, and other parts of the world to join in the launch and to join and contribute to peace consciousness to the World Peace Festival. So that is the welcome that I would like to give all of you. And just to very briefly share the program, we will now go on to the peace ceremony, followed by, which will be conducted by Lorato, and that will be followed by Awakening to Peace, a message from Shri Krishna Ji and Prita Ji. After that, we will have a peace message from our chief guest, and I will introduce her, and then a peace meditation, and we will conclude with the Ekam World Peace Festival announcements from Anita and a vote of thanks from Haley. So that is the program. I would now like to hand over to Lorato to take us through the peace ceremony.
Greetings to all our guests who have joined us to be part of this auspicious launch of our Peace Festival. We are here to join all our friends in Durban to make this the most beautiful ceremony. Now, when it comes to our African religion, it is very important to perform an ancestral ceremony that assists us in communicating with our ancestors and summon them to come on board and support us. Our African religion is the embodiment of this peace, of love, of gratitude, of respect, of forgiveness, of humbleness. All these values are enshrined within our African religion. So it is very befitting that today, with the Durban launch, we summon all our ancestors to please come on board and support us. I am going to start with the ceremony, and I will do it in English. And then here and there, I will also mix other languages. Just before we start, I'm going to light our peace candle. I am also going to light our calling incense to connect with our ancestors. And when I start, anybody who does not feel comfortable with these ceremonies can just simply connect to their hearts or to anybody or anything that makes them feel comfortable. I will start now. Ngiyathokoza nimakhehla, ngiyathokoza bomkhulu. I call upon my ancestors to come and support us in whatever it is that we are doing, and to support us with all the intentions that we have. I call upon the ancestors of every single person that is gathered here today. I call upon the ancestors of the leaders of South Africa, the ancestors of the leaders of Africa and of the whole world. We are saying, dear ancestors, we acknowledge all the things that we did not do right on this planet, all the things that we did not do right among us all. We are asking for your blessings. We are asking for your wisdom. We are saying, dear ancestors, awaken and come on board and assist us to start afresh. We are here, ancestors, to prepare for one of the biggest international launches ever. We are saying, ancestors, on the 17th, the 18th, and the 19th of this month, which is in a couple of days' time, please come in and be part of this magnificent peace festival, where our own spiritual leaders, Sri Krishna Ji and Sri Prita Ji, will be leading all of humanity to move into beautiful states of consciousness, where this beautiful and massive transformation that we yearn for will take place. Batsadi baka, ka re kenang le rona ka mo gare ga tshebetso eno. Re kopa tshwarelo bagolo ba rona. Re a kopa batsadi baka gore le re thekge, le re fe maatla, le re fe botlhale bo ntate mogolo ba go etsa dilo tse di tshwanetseng. Siyathokoza nimakhehla, Sithokoza kuni nonke asikhethi ibala lomuntu. Thokozani bomkhulu akube njalo. Siyathokozani bomkhulu. Thokozani bakhahle madala siyathokoza. Thokozani. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that, Mama Lorato, for that very powerful, traditional African peace ceremony, welcoming, connecting with our ancestors, connecting with all our masters, and also ensuring that we have the blessings for this World Peace Festival and the blessings for today's launch. We will now go on to the next item, which is awakening to peace, a message that we have from Shri Krishna Ji and Shri Prita Ji. We need to stress that this Ekam World Peace Festival is your festival. It is a festival to be celebrated in every home, every family, every workspace, every educational institution, and in every nation. Because what the world needs today, what every human being needs today, and every family needs today is peace. Peace is a necessary, fundamental precondition for development, all forms of development, social development, economic development, human development, and other forms of development. And peace is a necessary precondition for those developmental initiatives at the individual level, at a family level, government level, and at a global level. Peace also brings abundance, peace brings success, peace brings health. Finally, peace brings love, togetherness. In the African tradition, we refer to that as Ubuntu or oneness. I am you, I am because of you, you are because of me. Ubuntu oneness is togetherness. And this whole essence of the Peace Festival is to promote Ubuntu oneness and global consciousness. More than 100 countries in the world are coming together to celebrate the preciousness of peace. And here we are launching the South African, the African, and the Middle Eastern chapter of the Peace Festival. Every day, Shri Prita Ji and Shri Krishna Ji, our gurus and the founders of the Ekam Kshetra, send out their blessings of well-being and peace to the world from Ekam. Here now, we have a powerful message from them that can awaken us to a state of inner peace. Let us now watch a video message of peace from Shri Prita ji and Shri Krishna ji now.
Even as we begin, I would like you to remember that peace is either for all of us or for none of us. There is peace for every living being, or there is no peace for any living being. Humanity cannot find peace while other living beings suffer. Because every living being is interconnected in the single fabric called life.
We are living in very significant times. At this point in time, humanity is faced with a forked destiny. On the one hand is the road down abysmal depths of global mental health crisis, global economic crisis, global relationship crisis, global pandemic, and planetary climate crisis. We could go down this road driven by our loveless, self-centered, separation-driven consciousness and destroy our earth, the only home for life that is as yet discovered. There is yet another road open to us. This road will open up to humanity when millions of us will move away from our separation-driven, unhappy suffering consciousness to oneness consciousness. This revolution in consciousness, we call this awakening. Because separation is an illusion at every level, and you have to disidentify from it like you'd wake up from a bad dream and laugh at it. The truth is, we are one. We are not separate blocks of matter. We are not bodies that are born and die. We are not tiny stinking pools of stagnant water. We are the great river of life itself. We are the eternal flow. We are one consciousness. We are Ekam. We are inseparable from every person on earth. We are inseparable from the trees, the animals, Mother Earth herself, and the universe. We are not parts of the whole. We are the whole itself. That is why Purnamada, Purnamidham, Purnat Purnamudachyate. That is whole, one, eternal. That is whole, one, eternal. This individual wholeness is the true nature of our existence. This is our true nature. Millions of people have to wake up from the daymare of suffering, from unpleasant and torturous states of sorrow, fear, anger, and loneliness. This is mukti, or liberation. On this liberated state stand the grand enlightened states of God realization and self-realization.
When millions of us meditate for world peace, Ekam would amplify the peace energies and radiate them into the human collective consciousness, dispelling violence and conflict and infusing it with peace. Participating in this meditation with dedication is a sacred act of dharma or an act of selfless service for universal well-being.
A deeply inspirational, powerful message from Shri Krishna ji and Shri Prita ji, the founders of the Ekam Kshetra, the originators and the organizers of the fourth World Ekam World Peace Festival this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that now leads us to inviting our chief guest, Ms. Ela Gandhi, to give her talk. Ela Gandhi and I have been working together for over 4 decades. She is the great-great-granddaughter of Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhiji, Bapuji as he is known in India, is one of the greatest peace apostles of humanity who has influenced people in many, many continents and many generations over the last 100 years. Ela Gandhi has continued this work of Gandhiji in South Africa over the last 8 decades, both as a struggle activist fighting for peace, development, democracy, and human rights for over 50, 60 decades in South Africa. She has become a peace apostle and an advocate for peace, development, and social change across many continents, has received many awards from many, many countries, including the highest award civilians have received from the Indian government in India. Ela Gandhi is a member of the Phoenix Settlement Trust and the Gandhi Development Trust, which continue the legacy of peace activism of ahimsa satyagraha that Gandhiji espoused not only in South Africa and in Africa, but have taken these messages across many continents and has shared this and continued that legacy and the tradition of nonviolence, peaceful demonstration, peaceful social change. Ela has also been a very powerful advocate for women and children's development globally. So friends, devotees, and colleagues, it gives me great pleasure now to invite Ela Gandhi to deliver her message to us and also to formally launch the 4th Ekam World Peace Festival. Ela Ben.
Thank you so much for those kind words. I greet all of you in the name of peace. I bring you greetings and support from Religions for Peace International, in addition to support from Gandhi Development Trust and Phoenix Settlement Trust. We appreciate all efforts at bringing peace in the world, and prayers and meditation are one way of building cross-cultural and international solidarity for peace. In a world that is so divided along gender lines, along religious beliefs, along racial lines, along political differences, and along class and caste lines. A united effort for basic unity among all of humanity is crucial. We therefore appreciate this effort to forge unity among all people towards peace. Religions for Peace had its beginnings in Kyoto, Japan in 1970, at a turbulent time in the history of the world. In the past 51 years, RfP, that's Religions for Peace, has gathered together many of the world's largest religious sectors and some of the smaller groups into a formidable coalition of religions working for peace. We have intervened successfully in forging peace in many countries, such as Sri Lanka, Myanmar, and also here in South Africa. Yet we recognize that more needs to be done, and we need to continue to work for peace in the world. We see the escalation of poverty, hunger, unemployment, lack of access to education, healthcare, and social services. We also see the rising inequalities in the world. In addition, we witness the consequences of environmental degradation, resulting in climate change and increase in natural disasters, bringing pain and insecurity to large numbers of people around the world. Within this scenario, we need to make every effort to curb violence of all kinds inflicted on human beings, animals, and the natural environment. We need to work towards conservation of scarce resources of the world and towards a society where nonviolence is valued and seen as an alternative to violent solutions for the many problems that we face. A culture of equity, respect for each other, respect for all beliefs, and preservation of human dignity needs to be developed. We hope that this initiative will build and promote these urgent human needs in the present time. We wish you success and invite you to work with us so that together we can promote world peace. Gandhiji once wrote, and I quote, "The only means by which men can be united is by union in the truth. And therefore, the more sincerely men seek the truth, the more nearly they will approach to union." A close quote. And I would venture to say that when Gandhiji referred to men, he meant men and women. In our striving for the truth, as we witness what is happening in Afghanistan, let us remember the words of one of the great sons of Afghanistan, Abdul Ghaffar Khan, who threw away his armaments in favor of nonviolence. He was referred to as the frontier Gandhi. And this is what he said, and I quote, "I want to show the world how beautiful they are, these people from the hills. And then I want to proclaim, show me, if you can, any gentler, more courteous, more cultured people than these." And he was referring to the Afghans. At another stage, Abdul Ghaffar Khan said, and I quote, "Today's world is traveling in some strange direction. You see that the world is going towards destruction and violence. And the speciality of violence is to create hatred among people and to create fear. I am a believer in nonviolence, and I say that no peace or tranquility will descend upon the people of the world until nonviolence is practiced, because nonviolence is love and it stirs courage in people. I could close quote. This is what Abdul Ghaffar Khan, or the frontier Gandhi, said. And I think today this is what we are promoting, love, not hatred. Gandhiji's teachings continue to inspire millions of people around the world. And in recent times, as we witness the miseries of people fleeing from repression and strife, we once again recall Gandhiji's call to all of humanity. And this is what he said, and I quote, "When every hope is gone, when helpers fail and comforts flee, I find that help arrives somehow from I know not where. Supplication, worship, prayer are no superstition. They are acts more real than the acts of eating, drinking, sitting, or walking. It is no exaggeration to say that they alone are real. All else is unreal." Religions for Peace, Gandhi Development Trust, and Phoenix Settlement Trust support this World Festival, World Peace Festival. And I hope that this festival will, in fact, achieve the unity of all humankind and bring about peace in the world. I thank you for inviting us, all three organizations that I'm representing here today, and I wish you all the success. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you very much, Ilaben, for this very passionate and powerful rendition from the teachings of not only Mahatma Gandhi, but other apostles of peace, and also sharing the relevance of that history and also the teachings of Gandhiji and all the others for development and its relevance, the foundation for the 4th Ekam World Peace Festival. In 2021, as we prepare to launch the festival this coming weekend, those teachings, principles, and philosophies are so relevant for human social development in Africa and throughout the continent and the world. So thank you very much for that passionate presentation, and also its relevance for nonviolence and for shifting human consciousness and the collective consciousness, as Shri Krishna ji and Prita ji have mentioned, towards enlightenment and to awakening of all of humanity to fulfill the full human potential for every child, woman, and adult on our planet. Thank you very much on behalf of Ekam. Friends, we will now go on to a peace meditation, and we will now move into a prayer where each and every one of us will ask the universal divine intelligence to bless our efforts in bringing about peace and to launch this festival also. I will now hand over to Robin to continue to lead the peace meditation. Robin.
Thank you so much. Your peace is world peace. When we awaken to the beautiful state of peace within our consciousness and meditate together, we generate a powerful force field that can minimize war, minimize communal conflict, and minimize the violence towards the innocent and the children. We become instruments of peace. Our own family becomes a haven of peace. Individual transformation leads to world transformation. Let us move into meditation now. Please close your eyes. Breathe slowly with your attention on your breath. Reflect and see what aspect of your life is not in peace now. Is there frustration around a certain aspect of your life? Is your heart disappointed with someone and needs to be healed? Are you struggling with and against yourself? Or is there a raging inner conflict that needs to be calmed? Connect with yourself and feel whatever is causing a lack of peace. Gently breathe into the middle of your chest, your emotional center, and hold a powerful wish to let go of these painful states and move into peace. Bless yourself. I am at peace with myself. I am at peace with my family. I am at peace at work. I am at peace with the world. In your heart, feel every person who is part of your life and hold them in a space of peace. Wish for their happiness and well-being. Move your attention away from yourself to the world around you. Feel the billions of human beings spread across the world. The trees, the oceans, the sunshine, and the earth. Feel the beautiful life forms around you. You are intrinsically connected to this entire web of life. Feeling connected, bless for there to be peace on earth. May all forms of life be peaceful. May all human beings be at peace. Stay immersed in this beautiful state. Whenever you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. Participating in this meditation, you become an oasis of peace in a world that is crying for true peace. You become a peacemaker. May the ripples of inner peace you feel today flow into the world. May there be peace in your consciousness. May there be peace in the life of your loved ones. May there be peace for all living beings. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you very much for that powerful, inspirational speech from Robin and Lorato, and for connecting us so powerfully and passionately to the universal intelligence and Ekam, and guiding us and blessing all of us. We would now go to the last part of our program, which is the announcement of the Ekam World Peace Festival by Anita Naidu from Port Elizabeth. Anita?
Namaste, everybody. That was beautiful, Robin. Thank you for the lovely meditation. The Ekam World Peace Festival is your chance to make a difference, as the website www.ekam.org/EWPF says. You can enroll as an international peace meditator, a peacemaker for this global event from September 17th to the 19th, 2021, where 20 million people will contribute by taking 1 hour of their day and practicing meditation together. The festival allows all participants to unite in one place under the aim of making our home a planet more peaceful with each other's help. There are many ways that one would like to participate can contact us on the website through joining or starting groups, which also helps to raise awareness how much we could accomplish when working towards one common goal, world peace. On the 17th, we pray for peace for healing economic unrest.
Where this lady's reading from? I don't know.
On the 18th, peace, division. And on the 19th, peace for healing the planet. And the time is at 2:30. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you very much, Anita, for the announcement. Yeah, thank you. We will now go towards closure, and I will ask Haley Fudu, who is our secretary for Religions for Peace in KwaZulu and nationally, to do the closure and also the vote of thanks. Religions for Peace has been our co-sponsor and also the host for tonight's event. And also Haley has been a true peacemaker, a star in helping us and coordinating tonight's event. Haley, please go ahead with the closure.
Thank you, Professor Nadi. It's really been a beautiful evening and really flawless. It's exactly 8 o'clock and we had one beautiful hour, sacred hour together. And I think we're all a little bit excited now of what's to come with the 3-day Peace Festival. So we hope to see you all there. You can look at Religions for Peace South Africa's Facebook page for more details of these 3 special days coming up. And again, I just would love to take a moment to thank the beautiful Lorato for the blessing, the beginning of the ceremony, and the videos we watched were very inspiring, and the peace meditation, that was so, I feel so calm right now. So I just want to thank you. I think we all really enjoyed that. And again, Professor Nadi, thank you for guiding us through this evening, and we look forward to seeing you and 20 million other souls from around the world coming together to meditate for peace this month. Also, please remember that the 21st of this month is International Peace Day. So take some time to do something to spread peace in your own home, your neighborhood, your community. And of course, it's Arbor Month. So another very peaceful action is to plant a tree for your community. So God bless you all. And thank you again, everyone. Good night.